Good afternoon, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a silent spider, which is possibly the worst form of spider. They're all kind of silent, but I'm not a fan of spiders. I live in Australia, so don't mess with the spiders in Australia. If they mess with you, some of them are harmless, but the bigger they are, the more harmless they are as a general rule. There's a couple of exceptions to that. But yeah, don't mess with spiders in Australia. Just don't. So yeah, there's a reason to be arachnophobic in Australia. Anyway, let's have a look at Silent Spider by DJV. Is there anything I want to mention? Not really. There's stuff going on. Check out the other channel, BremSter Games. I try to do stuff there. I probably haven't in a few days or a week maybe. Yeah, there's always stuff going on. We'll see. Ask questions if there's questions. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Thank you to DJ Visas for submitting, I suppose is what I should say. I've been getting a few submissions. They're a bit all over the place for difficulty. Most of them have been harder than I normally like to do. I've been noticing that the puzzles have all been on the higher difficulty range. And I did want to try and bring that back down. So I might look at some of the older packs and everything. And because I think a lot of my new viewers may not have seen the packs from a year or so ago. And they're definitely worth looking at. So I might pull some puzzles out of those to showcase them and maybe draw some attention to them. Let's look at this. Silent Spider by DJV. DJV is definitely one of the newer setters who I've been really happy to do the puzzles for. So normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have an anti-night constraint, which I will probably forget about 3 seconds after pushing the restart button, which means cells that are a knight's move apart, so this shape, and whichever way you draw it, whether you draw it, what is another way of drawing it? That is another way of drawing it, and the other way of drawing it is that. Yep, that's it. Those are the 4 ways of drawing the shape. Cells that are that shape apart in any rotation of that shape cannot be the same digit. So if that was a digit, that could not be. Those could not be the same digit. Those could not be the same digit. Those could not be the same digit. And it doesn't matter wherever you draw that shape in the grid, the cells at the end of the shape cannot be the same digit. And that's all that means. So if you were to draw that shape in the grid and the digits were the same, you got a problem. So that's what the anti-night means. On German whisper lines, which is all of these lines, adjacent digits must have a difference of at least 5. So those of you who've been watching for a while, yes, I'm going to get to do my German whisper spiel again. Cells separated by a black dot must have a 1 to 2 ratio, which basically means one is double the other. Not all dots are necessarily given, so it would be perfectly fine for those to be in a 1 to 2 ratio. My music is a bit loud. And cells separated by a V, the two cells separated by a V must sum to 5. Not all X's and V's are given. Should be basically not all V's are given. It would be fine for the others because it's the XV rule. So not all V's are given, so it would be perfectly fine for those to sum to 5 or those to sum to 5. It's not okay for those to sum to 5, but we'll get into that later. They're the rules. Let's restart the puzzle and immediately forget that there's an anti-night constraint. So, how do I want to start this? I want to start this by going German whisper lines. I'm going to get my German whisper line spiel out of the way because I can write a 5 into the center of the grid. Now, why is that a 5? Because you can never put a 5 onto a German whisper line. Why is that so? Because if you have a 5 difference and you start with 5, if you go down, 5 minus 5 is 0, and you go 0 or lower. Not valid Sudoku digits. If you go 5 and you go up, you go 5 plus 5 is 10, and you go 10 or higher. Not valid Sudoku digits. So you can never put 5 on a German whisper line and stay in the range of 1 to 9. Doesn't work. Can never put 5 on a German whisper line if you've got to put the digits 1 to 9. Doesn't work. Can't do it. 5 is not on the line. All of these are on German whisper lines. That is a 5. Now, you also have a thing called alternating polarity, and that's because any low digit you grab, 1 to 4. If you go down, you are leaving the range of Sudoku digits. If you go up, you must, because of the 5 difference, leapfrog the 5, because any digit plus 5 is going to be higher than 5. So you will leapfrog the 5 and enter the range of high digits. Now, if you start in the high digits, you can't go up without leaving the range of Sudoku digits. And if you go down, any digit minus 5 within 1 to 6 to 9 minus 5 is going to be lower than 5. So you're going to have low digits. So it'll always be high, low, high, low, high, or low, high, low, high, low. Every adjacent digit will either be one high, one low, and they will always alternate along the line because of that leapfrogging the 5, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. So these, in order to make these two sum to 5, they can only be 1, 4, or 2, 3. But that means that is a low digit. So that is a low digit, that is a low digit, that is a low digit, and that is a low digit. Those are all low. That is also low, and these must be high. And that's, again, alternating the polarity. Now, this digit is also normally a problem because, no, I am completely wrong about that, and you can ignore me because I was assuming these see each other and they don't. But they can't be the same digit. I was about to say these don't see each other. These can't be the same digit. I'm pretty certain one of those has to be, one of these has to be high and one of them has to be low because of alternating polarity. Now, that means one of them is either 6 or 8. Now, if it was 6, this would be 6, 3. This would have to go 6, 3, 6, and that doesn't work. Because 6, 3, 6, if this is 6 and this is 3, this would have to be 6 again, and that's not going high, low, high. So you can't put 6 in either of those, and it's the same this way, 6, 3, 6. Because the only thing 6 and 3 are in a doubling relationship with each other is each other. So this has to be an 8. One of these is an 8, so that is a 4. And these are 2 and 8 because they are a low and a high. So that's interesting. And this is a low digit. Can I do anything with that? I don't know yet. So the other pressure digits out of the things. So where do 4 and 6 go in this box? And I can't put them in these cells because these see two different cells. So let's look at 4 or 6 here. The only digit that is 5 away from 4 within the bounds of 1 to 9 is 9. So these both have to be 9. That doesn't work. And the same is true of 6. The only digit that is 5 away from 6 is 1. And these both have to be 1. And that doesn't work. So I can never put 4 or 6 in any of the cells that see two connecting cells. So they have to be in those. 4 can't go there and 6 can't go there because that has to be 1. So 4 and 6 are in these. Now this can't be 6. So that means 6 is in one of these two, which means 1 is in one of those two. Because whichever one of these is 6 is putting 1 next to it. But if this is 4, this is 9. If this is 4, this is 9. If this is 4, this is 9. There's got to be more going on with that, doesn't there? Like, it's got to be 4s and 6s, doesn't it? 1 is up here now. So does that put pressure on 7? Not really. Because 7 can go next to 1 and 2. But I could put 1, 2 in those and that could be 7. And that would just mean this is a 4, 6 pair. This is 4, 9. Right. What is the thing I am missing? So we know this is low. If these were low, let's mark them as purple. This would be low because, so if these were low, that would be all forced to be low. These would all forced to be high. Let's use green. Now, because of that, I've got 3 low in this row already, but I have to put a low over here, and I could only put it there. So these would all be forced to be low. And these would all be forced to be high. This would be forced to be high. No, not that. I selected the wrong one. This would be forced to be high, which is giving me all the highs. So this is low. These are high. These are low. And that's all fine. This would be 4-9 now. But this is way like casing, isn't it? But that was on the assumption that this was low. If this was high, so let's get rid of those colorings. If this is high though, I'm going to just swap the coloring rather than say it's the alternates. Then all of a sudden I've got no pressure. Because I could put 2 highs over here and make both of those low. Or I could put 1 high over here and a high here and make both of... So that isn't fruitful. That's not the way to look at this. So is there a geometry trick? Anti-night. I told you it would take me only a few seconds to completely forget about anti-night, and that's what I've done. So there's going to be an anti-night trick going on here. What is it? Is it to do with 5s? So this 5 is ruling 5. It means 5 is in one of those cells. 5 is in one of those cells. 5 is in one of those cells, and 5 is in one of those cells. That's not doing anything either. But what I can do is say this isn't 4. This is 1, 2, or 3. Anti-night. It's got to be an anti-night trick. Like this cell sees that. One of these is 6. One of these is 1. So that can never be a 1. Those can never be 1s. This digit in this box, it's not in any of those cells, it's not there, and it's not in any of those cells. So it's in one of those 3. But this digit is in one of those 3. But I also know I have to put 1 and 9 in one of those three because the 4 and the 6 are forced into those. So these three cells are 1, 2, 8, and 9 because this digit cannot go here because it's different to that. It can't go in the same row, and knights move C those two. But if this is 4 or 6, this is 1 or 9. If this is 4 or 6, this is 1 or 9. And if this is 4, this is 9. So these are only from 1, 2, 8, 9. Which has given me a 1, 2, 8, 9 quadruple. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 6, and 7. But there's no 4 there. This can't be 6. And this can't be 6. So that's a 3 or a 7. That is a weird quadruple. This isn't a 1 because the 6 has to be in one of those two. But we know this is high. This isn't a 2. This is an 8 or a 9. This is not a 7 because I am very confused. Because 1, 2, 8, 9 aren't that pressured. The only digits I can't put next to them are 4 and 6. I, mm, I worry this is going to be a full-on colouring. Uh, so those are the same. So this is either 2, 3 or 7, 8. If this is 2, 3, that 8, 9, which makes that 4. Hang on, if this is 2, 3, this is 8, this is 9, and this has to be the 4 because the 4 has to be next to the 9. If this is 7, 8, this is 2. This is 1, 8, 9. And I'm not seeing what that does. This is 7, 8, 9. I can't put 6 in the middle of a line. This is 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, or 3. It can't be 4, because if it was 4, both of those would have to be 9, and they can't be. 4, 9 would make that 8, and that would be 3. This would be the 4. So if this is a 4, this is a 4. 9, 9. But this is a 1, 2, or 3. If this is a 3, I can't put 3 in this box. This is not a 3. This is a 1 or a 2. Which is taking it away from the restriction that I want. But the same as here. If this can't be 3, 4, 6, or 7. Because if it was 3, I couldn't put 3 in this box. If it was 4, I couldn't put 4. So this is 1, 2, 8, 9. This is the same. This is 1, 2, 8, 9 because it sees all of those cells. So anything I put there can't go in those cells, but that's a quintuple. And this is already 1, 2, 8, 9. So this is 1, 2, 8, 9 and connected to those. But the problem is 1, 2, 8, 9 are far enough apart that it's not putting any pressure on anything. Four and 6 in this column only now have 3 homes. Where is 6 in this column? 6 can't go there because that's low. 6 is not in any of those. 6 is here. It can't go here because it's not possible, because if I put 6 here, I can't put 6 in either of those two cells. Can't put 6 here, both of those would be 1. 6 is here or here. But if I put 6 here, this is 1. And I can't put 1 in this box because both of those cells see that by Knight's move. That's the 6. This is the 1. This is not the 1. This is not the 6. That is absolutely mind-numbing. This is now high, and this is low. These are high, these are low, and these are high. This is not 1 or 2. This is 7, 8, 9 because it sees 6 by Knight move. This is 2, 3, 4, and it can't be 4. Can't be 1 because it sees 1 by Knight's move, and it can't be 4 because both of those would have to be 9. This is 2, 3 because it can't be 1 by Knight's move, and it can't be 4 because both of those would have to be 9. That's bonkers. 2 is now in one of those two. Now, where is 4 in this column? It's there or there. That's not as powerful. Where is 1 in this row? It's in one of those two. Where is 6 in this row? Well, it's not there because that's not 1. It's not in any of those. So this is a 1-6 pair. But I can't put 6 in the middle. This is the 6. This is the 1. High, low, high, 8, low, 2, high, 7. There's no 7 here. This is a 3-4 pair, which is going to do stuff over here. Oh, this is opening up everything. Low, high, high, low, high. This is 3-4, so this is low. So these are all low. These are high. And I've now got the polarity of everything. The 3-4 makes this 2, which means this is not 2. This is not 2, so this is not 3. Now, this is not 2 because of many reasons. C's a 2 and it had to be an 8 or a 9. 7 next to 2 is fine. 2 is next to 7, 8 or 9 and it's not next to 8 or 7. This is a 9. This is low. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not 4 for many reasons and it's not 2 because of knight's move. This is a 1 or a 3. This is 6, 7, 8 or 9. It's not 9 because it sees a 9 there. This could be a 6 if that's a 1. This is not 8 or 9 because it's low. This is 8 or 9. There's no 7 here, by the way, because of the 6, 7 in the column. And these are 3 and 4. This is 1, 2, or 3. It's not 1. This is a 2, 3. So this is now 7 or 9 because it sees 6 and 8. And this is all of 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's unhelpful. It's row 5. This 8 makes this 9. This becomes 7, which takes 7 and 9 out of there. This becomes an 8, which means this is not a 4. This is not a 1. This 8 makes this 9, which makes this 8, which looks up making this 9. Now, 8 can't go next to 4. This is the 3. This is the 4. This is nuts. 9 is in one of those two by Sudoku because of the 9's looking into the box. Took me a while. This is 8 because of the 9 I just placed there. Which means 8 is in one of those two because of Sudoku forcing it into here, but that 8 sees that cell. Right. This is not a 4 because it's next to the 8. This is the 3. This is the 4. The 3 looks up making this 2, which makes this 1, which makes this 2. The 2 takes 2 out of there. 1 is in one of those 3 cells. 4 is in one of those 3 cells, but 4 is not there. Still haven't narrowed down the 5s at all. So 6 is down here somewhere. I'm kind of jumping all over the place, a little bit lost. This can't be 6 or 8, so this is 7 or 9. I feel this is doing more than I'm catching. If this is 1, this is 2, 3. If this is 3, this is 1, 4. I don't see a problem there at all. This is a 2-8 pair. 8 has to be up here because I have to put 8 up here and this one sees here, but I have to put 2 up here and this 2 sees here. This is a 2-8 pair. Which is not seen by anything. So this is a quadruple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I can't put 3 in any of those. This is 3, which is low. This is 5, 6, 7. So I know what these are. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, and 9. Well, there's no 9 there. There's no 4 there. There's no 9 there. This is a 9 and this is a 1, 4 pair. So these are low and this is high. And the reason the 9 wasn't there is because of that. That puts 9 in one of those two. Now this knocks 1 out of those. So 1 is not in any of those or that one. So 1 is in one of those 3. That's not helping me much. But this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not 5. That's not 7. So this is high. This is not 6 because of that 6. I'm kind of done with the high-low now, aren't I? I've pencil marked all the high-low stuff. So I'm down to Knight's move, and I think the high-low is now bugging me. So I'm going to get rid of it. One is down here somewhere, and it's not here because of Knight's move. So 1 is in here, which means this cannot be a 1. Because if this is a 1, it sees that by Sudoku and that by Knight's move. So if this was a 1, I couldn't put a 1 in this box. This is 2 and 3, which means this is a 1, which means that's not the 1, this is the 1. That 1 means that's the 4 and that's the 1. This 3 means that's the 1. Puts 1 in one of those two. I feel like I'm explaining this badly. But at least I feel like I'm explaining it. 2 is in one of those two by Sudoku. 4 can't be in any of those or that one. So 4 is in one of those two because it can't be there because of the polarity. So 4, not because of that, 4, not because of that, and both of them see that by Knight's move, that's the wrong polarity. So 4 is in here, which means 4 is placed right there. This is not the 4, which means 4 is in one of those two. 4 is up here somewhere, but it can't be here because that cell is seen. 4 is in one of those two. That's cool. This quadruple, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. That's not 3. Well, that's not helpful. That one's not 5 or 6. That really didn't get me very far. So I'm looking in the wrong place. This is a 2-9 pair now, though. Because I can't put 9 is up here and it can't be there because of that one. And 2 is up here and it can't be there. So, right, this is a 2-9 pair because of the reasons I just stated. But that 2 sees that one. So that's a 9 and that's a 2. So that means 9 is in one of those two. But this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 5, 7. But there's no 7 down here. This is a 3, 5 pair. That's the 7, which takes 7 out of there and there. Which means by this column, 3 must be up here, and this becomes a 1. This 3 sees that. That becomes a 5 and a 3. 3 is now up in one of these two with the 4. That's a 3, 4 pair. Which means that can't be a 4. Because if that was a 4, it sees that by Sudoku and that by Knight's Move, and it couldn't, and there would be no place for 4 in this box. So that is not the 4, that's the 4. This is cool. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 6 or 8, so that's the 5. This is a 6, 8 pair. Which I'm not seeing the resolution for, but that's okay. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. There's no 9 here. Okay. I can be grumpy. I've proved that. This 5, 6, 7 has not done anything new. This quadruple maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, there's no 4 or 5 here. There's no 5 or 6 here. So this is a 4, 7. And this sees... absolutely nothing. Say it again? Huh. Okay. I keep checking the whisper lines. And I'm not seeing anything. There'll be something. I just don't know what it is. It's probably just a simple Knight's Move that I'm missing. I've got to put a 3 somewhere in one of those two. But I can't... where is 3 in this column? 3 is either in here. I can't put 3 here for some reason. I've got 3 list. Oh, 3 is in those two because where does 3 go in the column? So 3 can't go there, 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 or there. This is a 3. So this is a triple now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That can't be 6. That can't be 7. And that can't be 6, because if that is a 6, I can't put a 6 there by Sudoku or there by Knight's Move. That's the 5. That's the 7. That's the 6. That's the 5. That's the 7. 7 in this box now can't go in any of those cells, so it has to go there. This is a 6 because that was a 7. This is a 4 because that was a 7. There's no 7 or 6 here. This is an 8. This is a 5. And this is a 2. This triple is now 4, 6, and 9. That can't be a 9 because of that 9. And it can't be a 6 because of that. That's a 4. This is a 6, 9 pair. This is now a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, and 8. which means there's no 5 in there. This is a 3-6 pair. 5, 8. I'm not seeing, but that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a 7, 9 pair. I was just confirming. I'm not seeing that either. But 7, 9, one of those has to be 7. So that has to be the 5. Because if that was a 7, I couldn't put 7 in either of those. So this is a 6, 7 pair. This is not falling apart still. This 9 is taking 9 out of there. Where is 5 in this row? 5 can't go here because of that 5. Can't go on the whisper line. 5 can't go there because of the 5 in the box. 5 can't go there because of the whisper line. That's the 5. That's the 8. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not 7. But that is now 6, 7, 8, 9 in the box. So 8 is in one of those two. That's not doing it, is it? So these are all from 1, 2, 3, and 5 because the 4 is here. There's no 5 here. There's no 1 here. This is a 2, 3 pair. So this is a 1, 5 pair. So that's, and there's no 2 because 2 has to be up here. This 2 is making this 3 and this 2. This 1 is making this 5 and this 1. The 2 makes this 8 and 2. This 3 looks down, making this 4 and 3. Two allows these to be anything. Three makes this 6. So this is 3. There'll be Knight's Move shenanigans I'm not seeing. This is 6, 7, 9. So in this column, 7 must go up here. So this is 8. This is not 8. This 8 makes this 6 and this 8. That's a 7, 9 pair. So this is 6 and this is 7, which means this is 9 and this is 7, which looks back making this 6, this 7, this 9. The 9 looks down making this 6 and this 9. And that is the Silent Spider by DJV. That was hardcore. When I saw that many whisper lines, I went, I'm familiar with whispers. This'll be fine. Now I know why I'm arachnophobic. Wow, that was nuts. It was cool nuts, and okay. There may be some people who turn around and say, the puzzles have gotten harder on your channel. Yes, they have. I'm going to try for the next week or so to hunt out easier puzzles because I know that's what people come here for. But I can only normally do the puzzles that are submitted to me, and I have had no bandwidth to go hunting for puzzles or anything. So I'm really sorry. I've literally just been able to solve the puzzles I've got. And I've asked people to go looking for easy puzzles and recommend them to me, but I've had very little in the way of recommendations or anything. So I've been very restricted in what I can do. I can only bring the puzzles I've got. So I'm going to try and dedicate some time over the next couple of days to go specifically hunting for them, even if I have to pull them from old packs or whatever. So I will try very, very hard to bring some easier puzzles over the next few days or week, because I know that is what people want. So if you're looking at this going, oh, BremSter's only bringing hard puzzles now, that's not what I'm doing. I'm really sorry if that's the way you're feeling. I hope you're enjoying these, but if you're wanting me to find some of the normal fare, I will be doing it again soon. I really do promise. Thank you everyone for watching. As always, good luck with your solving.